Greetings, children. I'm going to go through the Kitchen Safety, Sanitation, and Nutrition Quest. This document is called a digital notebook. So in traditional education, you would have had a paper notebook, and then you would complete the activities that are part of that notebook, whether it be worksheets that you were handed or you had to physically write down notes for yourself. All of those kinds of things are what we're including in a digital style notebook. So you've got this notebook here that you are going to kind of go through and complete different activities. You can hit the present mode to look at it. Some of the stuff will be easier if you look at it in the present mode. Some of it will be easier if you are in the editable version, so if we're looking through this, you've got this little link right here with a little home button, KSSN Quest. This is Kitchen Safety and Sanitation Nutrition Quest. You are working towards demonstrating your knowledge of kitchen safety, sanitation, and nutrition so that you can work on the big project for the cooking lab. So you're going to be able to go through and take this knowledge and apply it to the cooking labs, and you're going to demonstrate that you have this knowledge through a couple of different ways. So you've got these options on here. You can click this to get back to the table of contents at any time. But if we go through and click through this little quest that we have, okay, so oops, let me go back. I'm actually going to exit because it'll be easier to show you on here. So you can use a present mode, or you can go and just click through on the slides. So here's the objective, what we're trying to do. This is not intended to be a one-sitting assignment. Break it up over multiple days. Use the timeline on the next page to kind of help you get yourself organized, okay? You can click on any of these links here and it will take you directly to that slide. So say, for instance, you're working on this today and you get through the first two, and then you want to skip over here because you know stuff about measuring ingredients. So you want to go to slide 11. So you can click on this and it will take you there. Every page has this, which will bring you back to this particular table of contents page. So you can kind of go through the whole thing. There are things you have to do on each of these stations so that you can go through and demonstrate your knowledge. Next slide, you can go through and set up what you want to actually achieve. So what do you want to get done on the first day you work on this, how much time you're going to devote to it, and kind of come up with a plan. If you have any questions while you're working, you're going to type them here. This is going to be your parking lot for questions. And then you can either ask them to me when you see me, or you can send them to me in an email or send them to the Google assignment, whatever works best for you. Next, we've got our actual activities. So this says, can you kitchen safely? Option 1, option 2. You can pick which one you want to do. It says, please take the online quiz here. So there's a quiz that you're going to take to share your knowledge of kitchen safety and sanitation. After you take the quiz, screenshot your results and swap my screenshot for yours. If you get 42 out of 42, see Mrs. Wadomski. So if you score a 42 out of 42 on that assessment, you're going to come and see me so that I can kind of go over some stuff with you, and then you can actually get out of doing this entire project. So we'll see if you can actually make that happen. Then you've got option 2, if you would prefer to play a game. I've got a quizzes that you can take that is exactly this kitchen safety stuff. It's the same questions, just if you like the more like traditional format of like a test in Google form, you can use this. If you want to play the quiz, you can take this and take the quizzes with the same material. After you take the quiz, screenshot your results and swap my screenshot for yours. If you get 100% accuracy, see Mrs. Wadomski. So again, you're going to switch out your results that you get for one of these with mine, and that's how you're proving that you did that part of the assignment. Then you've got your tool ID. So I've got pictures of the different tools. Match the name of the tool. So you're grabbing one of them and putting them where they belong. I'll help you with this one because this one's tough. So I'm going to put that underneath because that's actually the picture of the colander. So that's what my job is. If you are feeling adventurous and you want to try using Screencastify, which you have to know how to use, and then you can record yourself. You can record the names of the tools and go through this. So you would record your screen like I'm doing right now, and you would click on an item and you would say, and you could enlarge it, be like, this is a dry measuring cup. hit Control Z to send it back, and then do the next one and go through and kind of show what you know about the tools through verbal means as opposed to having to read these and put them in the right spot. If you need help, click on this link here because that's going to open up a kitchen utensils notes document that will walk you through the different tools. And then what's in your kitchen? I'm curious to know what you have in your kitchen. So you're going to take this Google form right here and share what you know, or excuse me, what's in your kitchen at your house. And then you're going to go to the next slide, which is what is this tool for? So under each tool, type in what the tool does or what it's for. So for example, here you would type in, this is a measuring cup specifically for measuring liquid ingredients. So you'd type that here because that's the answer for this one. If you don't know what something is, so say for instance you've never seen an egg separator in your life, you may have to do a Google search or use that need help option over here to find out what those tools are. Okay. Next, we've got a kitchen safety video. So you're going to watch the video or you can look through the slideshow. Depends on what you want. If you're better at listening and watching, then do this. If you would prefer to have information in front of you so you can read it at your own pace, go through here. So you're going to click on the video. You have to use this specific password and login information in order to get to it, different than what you use for your Google account. Okay. Watch the 23-minute video. So be prepared. It is 23 minutes if you make the choice to watch the video. Fill in the following slides with the kitchen safety notes. Check your answers against the key provided. So when you go to this next slide, you are finding this information in the video or on the slides, and you're answering these questions here. There is an answer key here so you can check your answers to make sure that you're getting the information and that you have the correct stuff listed on here. Next is kitchen CSI. I want you to find the things that are wrong in this kitchen. So you can start by just taking the circle tool, making circles. Where are you? There's a circle. Say I find, okay, this cabinet's open. That's not a good thing. So I'm going to make that circle transparent so I can see through it. I'm going to change it to red because I want you to pay attention to that. It's something bad that's happening there. So I've circled something that's wrong. I'm going to try to find 10 different things that are wrong in this image. And then I'm going to click on this Google form here, and that's going to open up and let me type in what I found that's wrong with this. This picture is in the Google form, so you find them here and then go in here and type in what's wrong. That way you can check your answers and make sure that you've got the correct information. Okay. Then we've got evaluate your own kitchen. Please check your own kitchen for any safety and sanitation issues to correct. Make the corrections and then post a picture of your kitchen space, optional. You can add the picture here if you would like to. Hand washing and dishwashing. So watch the hand washing video and then create a GIF or video or image of you washing your hands and put the picture here. Dishwashing, watch the video to make sure you're washing dishes correctly, hand washing, and then add a video, GIF, or image of you washing dishes at your house or in my classroom here so that we can make sure that you know what you're doing. Then we've got measuring ingredients. You're going to watch the video below. This gentleman named Manfred is the dishwashing video too, and he is very funny. You're going to open the link here. It's a Google Doc of directions for measuring ingredients as additional support if you need it. Answer the comprehension questions over here and complete the measuring activity down here. So if you do not have ingredients at your house, you can plan to be in my classroom if you are an in-person student and go through and measure these items. If you are a 100% remote person or virtual person, just send me an email and I can assist you with completing that activity. Cooking terms. So there's this PowerPoint here that goes through the different terms that you need to know for cooking. You're going to go through those slides. They have GIFs or videos on every slide explaining or demonstrating what that word means. And then you're going to pick 3 from here and add a GIF that's different than the one that was in the PowerPoint. So you can't just steal the one that's in here. You need to have a different one. And you're going to put a GIF here, here, and here for the different categories. So pick 3 different preparation/cooking terms in general, dry heat cooking and moist heat cooking. You're going to pick one term from each of those categories from the slides, and you're going to create a GIF or find a GIF that represents a demonstration of that skill. Over here, there is a recipe for easy soft tacos. You are highlighting at least 4 preparation or cooking terms that you find in this recipe here. You can just go right on here and highlight. So for example, I'll help you with the first one. Highlight. Preheat is a cooking preparation term, so you would highlight that, saying that that's something that you would need to pay attention to in a recipe. Okay. Then we've got making chocolate chip cookies. You have two options. You can make it at home. You can use this recipe here, which is a full batch, makes about 48 cookies, or you can use this one, again, makes 48 cookies. You can divide it into smaller amounts if you don't have that much ingredients at your house or your parents don't want you to make that many cookies. And you're going to open this Flipgrid. You have a 10-minute window to show me how to make the cookies. That may mean you need to pause the video so that you can fit it all into 10 minutes, because it's going to take more than 10 minutes to make those cookies. If you are an in-person student and you cannot make cookies at home, in my room, you're going to make this small batch recipe, which is a very small, only makes 4 cookies, okay? Only makes 4 cookies. So you're going to read through the recipe. You can ask for a printed copy if you'd like. You're going to highlight the ingredients. You're going to underline the equipment. You're going to circle the hardest step to complete, and you're going to only get 15 minutes to make the recipe in my room. So if you are selecting to make this in my room next week on either the 5th, 6th, 8th, or 9th, you will only get 15 minutes to do that. So you have to be really quick about making it in class, and you have to be under that 15-minute window. And then the last project is to create a nutrition superhero. You're going to read through these PowerPoints. You can also look at these websites. You're going to pick a food group or nutrient that you'd like to focus on. You're going to create a drawing so either a drawing of a superhero or a comic strip about a superhero that incorporates that nutrition topic. And you're kind of thinking about this as like, how would I influence young kids to want to eat healthy? Okay, you're going to create that, and then you're going to take either a picture of your creation, put it here, or a link to whatever you create. And then the last thing that is your job is congrats, you made it through the end. Move this slide to the first spot to let Mrs. Wadomski know that you're done. So you're just literally going to grab this slide, click and drag it all the way to the front, in front of this one, so that I know that you finished the project. All right. If you need help, you can ask questions when you see me in your in-person time, or send me an email or a question and a private comment. Otherwise, good luck, and I can't wait to see what you create.